Good afternoon, Stocks Trade fans, followers, and traders all around the universe. Bryce Toohey back at you here with your Friday's edition of Steady Trade Treats. Let's get a sip of water in to know that always got to stay hydrated. All right. Listen, I could talk about how the SPY hit all-time highs yesterday. I could talk about how I was wrong on my bearish outlook. But instead, I am actually going to talk about something that happened to me yesterday. I took my biggest loss ever, had my biggest red day ever. And it hurt like a son of a gun, let me tell you. So let me first start off by saying that my average losing trade in this year is about $400. Now, yesterday's loss was $7,500. Oh, that hurts to say. I'm going to actually show the chart here so you can see the lack of thought that went into this trade. So basically, I decided to short SLGG full size at 720. And here's my thought process, okay? And I'm not trying to defend it, and I'm not going to defend anything about the trade because it was stupid. I had a 721 average with 9,000 shares because, I saw supply at 720, 730 from the previous run that I figured would at least act as a spot of resistance before a pullback. And so my thought process was not if, but when SLGG tests the area and falls back down, if it breaks through, I will cut quickly. Unfortunately, that never happened. It just kept going, and I was like, I'm right. Like, it's going to pull back, and I'll just get out. Didn't pull back. For anyone who's gone through a large loss, this video is for you because you know how much it sucks. It's an awful feeling, right? Like, it's just a really, really crappy feeling. Like, you're sitting there and you're looking at it, and for some reason, you're not able to just click the button. Like, I'll wait for a pullback. Or if you're long, I'll wait for a bounce. And sometimes they just don't happen. Cut it quickly. So lesson number one, that wasn't my strategy at all. That had nothing to do. I'm tracking one or two short strategies. That wasn't one of them. But for some reason, I felt the need to use huge size. Okay, number two, always have a risk level for your first entry. Never assume that you're getting the top before any kind of pullback or the bottom before a bounce. Never. And again, this sounds stupid having to say it because I never thought I'd be this person, but I was yesterday. Number three is really more of a mindset thing, okay? When you go through a big loss, I'm sure everyone here has. To me, this was devastating. This was almost 20 times bigger than my average loser. Don't go revenge trading mode. I walked right away. As soon as I cut that, I walked right away. For about 30 to 45 minutes, I just sat downstairs and tried to process it all. And I had to tell myself, this isn't the end of the world. I didn't just blow up my account. I didn't go negative. I'm not, like, in all honesty, it was like a 2% pullback from my equity curve. Did it suck to feel? Of course. I've never taken a loss that big. Before that, my biggest loser was $3,000. But that, God, it sucked. But take it in, recognize it for a second, and then come back when you're ready. If that's a day, if that's 2 days, if that's a week, come back when you're ready. And when you do come back, don't think about the loss. I'm here. I'm getting ready to trade right now, and it happened. Don't do it again. Learn the lesson. I'm going to size down a little bit, and I'm only going to trade strategies and setups that I have data to back. Smaller size, just kind of get back in the groove. That's the best thing I could say, right? Is don't let it affect you too much. And you have to come back only when it won't affect you. If you know you're going into the day and you're still thinking about that loss, you're still thinking, that sucked, don't trade. Don't trade yet. Wait until you're ready. And that's basically all. But I'm putting this video out here because it hurts to share. Because looking at this chart, there was no reason to be shorting that. There was none at all, especially with size. And it's a big loss. It's not what I like to preach to people. I like to preach small losses, cut them quickly, and then move on to the next trade. Let the winners ride, cut the losers really quickly. But I'm going to share it because everyone makes mistakes. And guys, that's all I've got for this video. But I probably will not be doing an episode of Treats next week. I'm actually moving. This might be the last time you see this location here, at least for a while, unless I come back to visit home. Take a guess in the comments, where am I moving to? Again, I'm taking about a whole week to make it there, and I'm currently, to give you a little hint, I'm in New York. I'm moving somewhere west. Where am I going? Comment down below. And guys, comment down below, have you ever had a big loss, and what did you do to kind of get back in the groove? Let me know. And guys, I don't know when I'll see you next. I'm going to try to make one on the road if I can, but I'll see you next time. I'll see you when I'm back, and have a great end of the week. Take this lesson into strong consideration. Sayonara.